channel. If this is your first time watching my videos, thanks for stopping by. This is actually a detailed walkthrough video of one of my travel albums. It's actually a 10-day trip to Sri Lanka in 2018. So before starting this album, I have actually pre-planned the layout and the number of pages for this album. So since it is a 10-day trip, I was planning to make 4 pages for each day, and so it's going to be a 40-page album. And somehow I managed to complete the album in this planned 40 pages itself. So for each day of the trip, I selected the photos and compiled them using Pic Collage. It's an app in the which you can use it in your mobile. So I did some collages with the pictures. I shortlisted them so that for each day like I said, I can plan the photos and align them within 4 pages. So out of the 40 pages, I have done detailed processing videos of 13 pages of this album. So if you have not checked them out, please do consider watching those videos. So this is going to be a complete walkthrough of all the 40 pages here. Now, considering the length of the video, I have split them into 4 parts, and this is going to be the first part of it. So now let's get started. So this is the album. As you can see, it's quite a bulky album. So it has all the 40 pages in it. This is actually a simple A4 size box file. I have taken it in a plain black color, and I have tried to protect it with a clear sticky sheet, which you can find it as rolls in the stationery shops, or you can buy it online. So like how you protect your normal regular school notebooks or some diaries, you can actually cut them and stick them. So it has an adhesive tape to it, so which you can start sticking once you peel the protective film at the back side. So these are the 40 pages. I have used regular A4 size page protectors. These are clear page protectors, and I've used these pattern papers from a design album book. And if you can see, most of the pages are double-sided pattern papers. So I have tried to make use of both the sides of the papers because I don't want to waste the design of the other side of these beautiful pattern papers. So if you see each page, for example, so this pattern paper has this beautiful leaves and a flower kind of lined layout here. And if you see the back side of it, it's actually a plated checker pattern here. So I didn't want to waste both the designs, so I have used to create patterns on both sides of this paper. So let's see the first 10 pages in detail in this video. So the album starts with an itinerary here. So if you see, we booked the tour with the help of a tour operator. So they decided the plan for each day, and the visits and the itinerary have been detailed in this table. So what I did was I took a printout of this and stapled them and just tried to cover the edges with the help of a washi tape. So this is actually a washi tape here, which creates a beautiful binded look to this. So this forms the front page of this. And as I was proceeding with the making of this album, I kept this page on the side when I do each and every page, because this is very helpful in referring to the day of the visit, the place where we visited during that day, and which hotel we stayed, and which are all the places we visited during that day. So this helps to actually create the titles for each of the pages, and also to write a little bit of journaling for each of these pictures in the album. So once I was done with everything, so I took it and placed it on the front sheet of the album. So whenever we look through this album, this will help us to understand what was the trip all about and which places we visited. And if you're referring to any of your friends about the tour packages also, this will be also, helpful. So I have secured these 40 pages just with the help of some satin ribbons here, which is not mandatory, but if you want to secure them tightly, you can use this setup. So let me separate all the 10 pages from the album and then look through them one by one. So these are the 10 pages which I have taken off from the protective sheets from the album. During the pre-planning stage itself, I decided to follow a uniform theme so that it'll be easier to actually plan the layout for each of the pages, and also will help me to organize the scrapbook essentials to proceed with the layouts. So one such design plan was to cut the borders like this, because this is a patterned paper. So as you can see, it's already having a busy background. So I wanted to highlight the pages with the help of solid color borders like this. And so these have been already pre-cut. And another uniform thing which I wanted to maintain was to use label printers to mark the day number. Say for example, when the pictures are referring to day 1, I start the page with the label as day 1, and so on. And this is another tag which I cut already using pattern design papers. And these are some rings which I cut using the die cuts. And if you have seen my other processing videos, you would have noticed what are the accessories or scrapbook embellishments which I have regularly used, particularly for this album. So this is the first page. So as you can see, this page has only one photo. Rest of all is about just a brief about the album as it is. So it refers to the name of the country, which month and year we visited, which flight we took, and how many days and nights was the tour all about. And for these I have used these wooden alphabets. These come in different patterns, variety of thicknesses, different color combinations. So I have a collection of these alphabets with me. So you can stick these using the craft glues. And these are just some ribbon cards which I use to just highlight the information which I'm providing for this page. So this is just a washi tape here. And as I have already mentioned, I have used pic collage for this, making the pictures here and printing them. So this is one collage which I have created. Since I've already used the images and animations using the app, it gives much more essence and information about these photos. So moving on to the next page. So I have tried to use both sides of the same design paper. So this is about the souvenirs which I had collected and saved them. This is one such souvenir. This is travel tickets, and these are some baggage tags. And I have tried to create a pocket to hold the tickets in place. And rest of all is going to follow the same pattern, like a border here, just to enhance the look and feel of the page. Since it's a busy background, I have used a plain black color solid cardstock here. And these are using washi tapes. These are some stickers I have used. And in this page I have just put 2 of the photos taken during that day. And this has some small stickers just to highlight our travel, or the flights which we took to reach the Colombo airport. So there is a detailed processing video of making of these 2 pages, Please do check them out. So I have clearly explained about how to make such pockets based on the needs of your souvenirs. So this is the next page where we actually begin with the trip photos. So here is the label which I've printed using the label printer, which says day 1 of the trip. And these were some photos which were taken in the hotel that we stayed in, a place called Negombo in Sri Lanka. This refers to the name of the hotel. And since the actual tour starts from this place, I have used a journaling tag here to write down just the name of the places where we will be visiting, starting from day 1 till day 10. So rest all, if you see, it's the same border element here, and it follows the theme with the border, with some stickers, and to have a visual appeal to the flow of details here. If you see, I have used a circle die cut here, over here and over here, so that it forms a visual triangle. And again, if you see the vertical cuts here, there is a vertical long border here, and there is a vertical journaling tag placed here. So this crisscross design also keeps us visually busy, at the same time not too much crowded, So just to highlight with the decorative part, I have used this gemstone sticker, some buttons, and some stickers here. These were cutouts from the same design pad. So I cut them and keep them separately, and stick them in whichever place seems to be fit for those small pictures here. So moving on to day 2. So when we are planning the pictures, there will be some certain days where there were lots of places that we visited, and there were too many good photographs that we had taken, and there were some days where we had just taken a few of the photos, and maybe a few places only that we would have visited. So the number of pages allocated for each day actually differs based on the number of photos you have selected to place it in the album. So on day 1, it is just 1 page which has been allocated here. And if you see day 2, this is the first page for these pictures which were taken. Again, it's a busy photographic background here, and just to go ahead with the same color combination, I have used a similar color theme of border here. And the label printer used to say day 2 of the trip. And I have used something like a crosswise alignment for these photos. So if you see, they are not completely horizontal to the page, they are slightly tilted at an angle. And if you see, there is another circular disc pattern here, and 2 arrows which are coming as borders just to segregate these photos. And also this gives something like a vertical, horizontal, and a circular alignment here. And to make this page more colorful, I have used subtle yellow, red or peach, and green color combinations here to be visually pleasing. This is again images which have been used while making the collage, and a little bit of journaling here and there, and some stickers to mention the place we visited during day 2. So this is the next page. So there is a detailed processing video for this page as well. Please do check it out. This was again a continuation of the day 2 pictures. We visited a place called Dambulla, and I have used separate alphabet stickers with the golden elements just to match the golden temple of Dambulla here. So there is a border which has a subtle shiny golden element to it. The borders have been placed both sides. This border actually helps to combine these three vertical photos into a common group here. And I have used another golden small cut just to light a little bit of journaling here. And this is a die cut floral pattern. And again, this is another die cut with a golden paper here. And to go along with the theme, I have used wherever possible some touches of gold elements here in the form of gemstones, stickers, die cuts, borders, etc. And in any page, if you see, I have just restricted the usage of colors to just 3, not more than 3 actually. So even in this paper, if you see, I have framed the photos with the help of a very beautiful subtle blue paper, which is a solid cardstock again. This is again same cardstock in blue color, but this is again a die cut here. So the color combination of this is not overly powering, but at the same time it is also attractive to our eyes. And then this is the back side of this same pattern paper. If you see, this is of the dotted pattern, whereas if you see the back side of the same pattern paper, it comes with a solid black background all around with a subtle gray tone underneath it. It's a plain cardstock paper here compared to the busy dotted background here. So since the background is very plain, I wanted to bring some floral elements to it with the help of this border element here. So this has some hologram kind of effect to it. And if you see, this is like a multi photo layout. There is no processing video for this making of this page actually. So if you see, this is a multi photo layout with 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 pictures here. But if you see, the size of the photos differs. So when you're planning to print the photos itself, so if you have more pictures taken during the same day, and if you want to use most of them for your albums, so instead of printing them in larger sizes, you can print them in such a way that there is one big photo highlight, which is the highlight of that day, along with the other photos which you want to include, but they can be printed in different sizes, and you can align them as per the collage effect that you want to. So here, to maximum for the maximum utilization of all these 9 photos, the decorative elements are kept minimal here. So here I have just tried to organize the photos in such a way that I am utilizing most part of the page, at the same time leaving some spaces for these decorative features. When deciding on the colors for this paper, the dominant color was the orange and the beige color here. So even the tags which I have cut for making these ribbons or some sort of borders, I have used the same color combination and also in a triangular theme format. And here and there I have used the spaces for doing journaling. And just to highlight and to bring a bling effect to the paper, I have used these gemstones, some round silver floral gemstones and some stones to match the bright orange color of this layout. So this is a simple, at the same time a colorful layout in my point. And as you can see, there is not many colors which have been used here. It's just playing around with blacks, orange and beige colors. So moving on to the next page. This is again pictures of day 2. So this is actually the third page for the second day. And here again, it's a busy plaided pattern background. So to highlight the page, I have used a plain solid color black border here, and also a thin border on the other side of the page. and I have used this thin border to do the journaling, just to mention the day to and where we visited and what are these pictures about. And apart from that, I have also used a small journaling tag here because this place was not enough to do the journaling. And again, to enhance the color scheme of this page, I have used the dominant color as bright orange, and to stick to the color theme, I have used the same color pattern paper. It's a design pattern paper to form as a backdrop for the pictures. So here I had printed all these 4 photos in the same size. So I have placed them vertically here, and to group them together I have used a common backdrop paper to stick all these 4 places to form a continuous line. And again, this is a collage with 3 pictures, and these are 2 separate pictures. So as you can see, all the pictures are of different sizes. It's based on how you decide your collages and how you print them. And I have left spaces also in the collage so that I can cut them and use them in whichever way I want when I'm planning the layouts. And this is again a card of this restaurant, which I have just kept it as a memory. So this is the back side of this same pattern paper. So it's a little bit contrasting to the other page. So this is similar to the first page that we saw in the beginning of this video. So it's horizontal lines with the leaves and a floral pattern here. So to match the color theme of this page, I have used dominant colors as black, white, and a little bit of red and green here, because you see more of green and pinkish red. So this is the border, and with the border I have used again a little bit of tilted alignment for these 2 pictures. The number of pictures is going to be just 2 in this page. Rest of all is about all decorating and enhancing the look and feel of this page. So this is some cuts that you get from the same design pad. So I am using the some of these cuts for journaling purpose. So this is one such card which has been cut from the same design pad. So this is day 3 of our trip. I have used a separate border element here just to highlight this title for the page, and to enhance the glitter effect I have used these gemstones, some pearl stickers, and as usual, to form a visual triangle I have placed these round stickers somewhat in a tilted triangle mode here. And again, just this is an additional element to just utilize the blank space in this photo. And rest of all is just having fun with the layout of this page. This bird again is a small element which has been cut from the same design pad, and to get an elevated look for the page I have used the foam stickers for these. So wherever I have used these kind of small stickers, I have tried to use the foam stickers to get an elevated and embossed look and feel for the layouts. So this is the next page. It's a colorful page and one of my favorites in this album. So here I have used like 6 photos in the same page. If you see the background of it, it is vertical stripes of black and white lines. And if you see the color of the photos, my daughters will be wearing bright red t-shirts with jean shorts, and me and my husband will be wearing the blues. So to enhance the color and the pictures, I wanted to make it as colorful as possible. So I have used reds, greens and yellows in this layout. So these 4 photos were in the same size. So instead of forming them in a vertical line here, I just wanted to tilt them and place 2 pictures over the left and 2 pictures over the right. And to group them together, I have used a red floral pattern paper, to form the backdrop or frame for these two photos. And just to bring an additional perp to the theme, I have used craft scissors to cut along the borders just to make it a little bit fun and quirky here. And instead of using a vertical border here, I have used a short border on one side and a horizontal border, which is again a fun element using colorful stars. And I have used craft scissors to bring a little bit of edgy feeling to this cut. And since I have used a red color to form the background here, I wanted to use a different yellow color here to form the backdrop for these pictures. And to add in to the same color scheme of green, I have used green color journaling tag here just to write some beautiful memories about these pictures, and additional stickers, plus a journaling tag to mention the name of the place. And that's it for this page. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting. And if you got inspired and if you got some interesting ideas to make your own album, please do mention in the comments. And if you're looking for something else, please do also comment in this video. And thanks for watching. Please do consider subscribing to my channel, and see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.